hooks. The hooks is
Yeah,
getting
I
you
was
in trouble.
talking to him in
Want the
terms of
mouthpiece out?
scoring punches.
Okay.
He says you're not getting the kind of punches off that
And
will
no
score.
weight.
You've got to
All
land
that
clean
work
so
we
that
did
two
in
of those three
feet
judges
first, okay?
will
Behind double
register
jab,
the
triple
punch.
jab, step back, then come back with your
Megnyomod,
combination.
mozgatott, elugaz, a következőben pattintasz hármat. Ez egy ürge.
And Ledonyi is listening right now to Mr. Imre Santo, who has been around the Hungarian national program for a number of years.
He's got a great low voice, too, Coach Santo.
When he speaks, you listen.
That's absolutely
When he spoke to us, we listen.
Well, as we figured, it was very close in that first round, Drew. Vincent up by just a point, 4-3. In other words, so although there were so many punches thrown and landed, now you see the controversy over the ruling, or rather the scoring system that is used, because the judges all agreed that only 4 punches landed by Vincent and only 3 were landed by Ledonyi.
Well, certainly, if you ask Mr. Vincent and Mr. Ledonyi, I think they would feel that more than 7 punches hit their respective bodies. Both fighters, again, came out with a great deal of energy. Vincent in the blue trunks, Ledonyi from Hungary in the red trunks.
Coach Al Mitchell wants Vincent to use that jab, to not just go in and flurry and throw hooks to the side that don't necessarily land. He wants good, clean punches, if possible, with the jab. But he's facing, of course, a reach differential here and a reach deficit that makes it hard for him to jab against Ledonyi. And now Coach Santo is being warned by Gene Reese for coaching from the corner during the round. They've got to keep it quiet over there.
You can only coach in amateur boxing in between rounds. Straight left hand, good jab by Ledonyi, and then the counter left by Vincent, who has to work on the inside to be effective.
Right back.
Vincent, according to Al Mitchell, is a guy that could move up to 119 pounds and should figure prominently at either 112 or 119 when the Sydney Games roll around.
It'd be tough for a guy his height, though, because he's only 5'2", Drew. And, you know, that's usually a decent height for a flyweight. But then when you go up into that 119-pound division at 5'2", you're going to really face guys a lot taller.
Out.
Gene Reese is telling the coach to leave the corner. He is telling him to leave the corner. Ordering him for coaching during the
If he don't want a
round.
warning call on his boxer,
Ha az ellenfélnek minden ütése szabálytalan, azért nem szól, nekem meg szól.
You saying you're not telling him?
if he don't want a
Nem
warning,
boxolunk.
Okay, sorry.
if he don't want a warning call on his boxer, he better get out of the corner.
De akkor nem boxolunk. Ha nincs egyedül vagyok,
What he's talking about a warning, then you actually have points deducted with a warning.
Hát, jó, majd csöndbe leszek, mondd meg.
No, he said he's going to be quiet.
Ha nem szólok többet.
He said you're not going to
One more, and you're gone.
make it straight.
Well, I think we all understood that.
That's universal, the language used there.
Now, there was a good right hand that Vincent clipped Ledonyi with, and he follows it up with another. He may have scored a couple of good, clean blows right here.
And to the body, so Vincent re-energized after the respite. Vincent with the 3 best shots of the fight thus far. We're in round 2. Lead right hand picked off on the glove of Ledonyi.
What you want your punches to be are the kind that can be seen by the judges, that there's no doubt about, so that they are going to be scored. Coach Santo described Ledonyi as a kind of a dancer in the ring, and he does look as though he can have movement, but he really hasn't utilized a lot of movement so far in the fight.
You would think the advice to Ledonyi is to use that left hand to use the reach advantage, something that Vincent has been able to counter by getting inside.
The caution there for holding behind the head and hitting. Referee is much more visible in amateur boxing, quite obviously, than they are in the pros.
Well, that's round 2, and after the caution to the coaches in the corner of the Hungarian team, it looked like Vincent got the better of round 2. Let's pick up the action immediately following the
5. as to what the thieves might be planning, but they say terrorism is a possibility. They have also alerted authorities in Coeur d'Alene, where a white supremacist parade is scheduled.
They really jump out at you. 157 base hits, 26 of those home runs in 119 innings pitched.
Charlie pitched an excellent ball game here at Comiskey earlier in the season, hoping to duplicate that again here tonight and get back to his winning path. All-star second baseman Ray Durham looks at a ball to begin the game. Durham making his first ever appearance in an all-star game. Durham and Mike Caruso, the top two men in the order, the guys who have really hit well against the Indians here in '98. Charlie misses with the first two. Sox in general have hit the ball very well here to start the second half of the season. Durham skies it into short center field. Kenny got a late break. Wind pushes it in, but it stays up long enough for him to make the play, and out number one.
Take a look at the rest of the defense around Kenny Lofton, brought to you by Pizza Hut. Call Pizza Hut delivery today. Whitten in left, Ramirez and right round out the outfield. On the infield, Fryman, Vizquel, Bell, and Tomei, and Pat Borders giving Sandy Alomar a little.
91 championship.
Delayed. And Ludonia just seems to saunter in without throwing many blows until he gets inside, and that again is not using his reach advantage. That was a low blow. Ludonia realized it and bows to his opponent.
You'll hear the officials tonight just use 3 words, the referee, except for when he's involved in a
soul feels empty when your heart feels lost, and your eyes shine less when your feelings get so tossed around, and no one understands why you're always so down, when depression seems to be the only friend around. Sadness is so hard to leave behind, when it seems sorrow is the only thing your heart can find. And the missing years is so hard to forget. So many years, so many regrets. And the days turn to years when time stands still, and you feel so lost when time stands still, and nothing seems to matter when time's standing still. Thank you. All right. This is a shout out way back in the day. Yes, we're playing it. Mike's playing it too. We don't skip those. Here we go. We're going. All right. You know you're a killer heartbreak. Yeah, you got to be all mine, all mine. Foxy lady. I see you down on the sea. I see you. You make me want to scream. Foxy. I made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more my precious time. You got to be all mine, all mine. Here I come. I made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more precious time. Got to be all mine, all mine. Here I come. Coming to get ya.